Live.
Okay.
Goodbye, son boy. Good evening. No, say you never want both things. Wake up, we keep talking. Yeah. Goodbye, son boy. You are got dead today. Batty boy, you got dead today. Anyway, you're this boat wings, you're the rifle last spray. Aye, this on your blood clot dead. Gunshot with squeeze from people. You violate your rights of the eagle. We no love likes, we no fight with your money, your vehicle. Not this sound boy, we don't need you. This on your dead. Gunshot with squeeze from people. You violate your rights of the eagle. We no love likes, we no fight with your money, your vehicle. Hear me no boat wings now.
We're in the sound class playing songs that from the side. To the boots, to all them lurking. Want to take away both wings prize, but they can't stop both wings hustling. Sounds get very alive. We have a big intro tech with oversized. Sound of it get killed tonight, sound boys. They busted. Boots to all them athlete, I fling out the street. Both wings make up their mind. Don't have gone dead. Boots to they know we tell be a shot of Bowie. Athlete, I fling out the street. So just let your conscience set you free.
Big up my people. Big up everyone from North
Carolina. Set you free, kill wherever we want, wherever we want.
When me hear the pussy, them a chat me, make them fool them face me. You know for them a fire, one and them a place me. For them a walk and bust a bitch and a make me. Pussy acting crazy. Nobody a count and them a praise me. Y'all them out a road a whip cream and me a nace me. When we drop in the return, them all a paraphrase me. Oh, them get so lazy, move from time with me. You said them a chat, but when them drop it, so hazy. Girls flip me, no matter I to taste it. Cause them know them and a fool of both things them race me. Them fire chat for days me. None of them no grace me. None of them a chat, but when you see them a crazy. No kid on me, I am tremble like a old lady. Oh, them chat to top and know them so Brady. I must be so crazy. I must be big tune both things and we done that. Dear brother, platinum, we are done that. First of all, I play you so fire done that. We give them gunshot, well. Give me code, get me code, give me code. Both things gone, give me code, give me code, give me code. Both things gone,
It's early for them vibes.
What's
Early for them.
Both wings.
Both wings.
Can I get a for all the young crew? All the guns about them up to beat them up too.
You know something on the wings? Me not no wings, brother.
By your turbo water, by your furious, we put gunshot in at the blood.
Yeah.
Yes, people. There.
Stiffy. As I use bad looking sound still. Bad.
Yeah, bad still.
Bad.
Yeah. Today with the real issues that's been going on around the world that's affecting everybody right now. So we have different perspective. We have Jimmy Split from USA. We have Tenor Rock from Switzerland. We have Smokey from France, Luxembourg. We have Washington from Switzerland, Costa Rica also. So we're just going to get everyone different perspectives on what's going on right now within the industry. And all issues. Is everybody good?
Yeah, man, so far, man.
The dramas that we have going on, you know, it's a serious time, especially in terms of the music, because the music is what we play, especially is the influence of the black people. So, you know, it's all connected with what happened in the recent weeks. You know, what we have to be dealing with now.
Well, you already know. Yes, I'm there. This is the story of my life, so you know, it ain't nothing new to me. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Like, this is America, you know what I mean? This is always how it always been.
How is it for you, Jimmy? Like, as a man over there in the heart of it, like, 'cause many people can look from the outside and will have different views from where they come from. So for you, someone that's actually in America,
But I'm very skeptical about it. I don't. I was optimistic at first, but now it's like I don't trust it. I don't trust it. I'm not buying it. Like, there's nothing different about what happened with George Floyd than that happened with any of these other cases. Literally nothing different. They're all recorded. They're all murders. They're all the same thing. If Tamir Rice was a 9-year-old kid playing in the park by himself with a toy gun, the police rolled in and shot him and killed him. Those police did not go to prison. If that wasn't enough to make people want to riot and get answers, then I'm not buying this one. This one, I feel like it's a lot of politics behind this. And I know this is gonna make a lot of people be like, wait, what? I probably didn't think I was gonna go here with it, but there's a lot of politics behind it. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say this without apology. If Donald Trump wasn't so hated, if Donald Trump was not so hated, white America would not care. This would be another day to them. Nobody would be in the streets marching. We would be out there by ourselves with a little bit of them scattered in here and there. This is more about white America hating Donald Trump than white America giving a care that police are killing black people. They've been doing it since the beginning of time. Nothing is different about this one. I can name you 500 other cases just like this on tape. On tape. This corona thing has had these white people pent up in their house. They've been wanting to get out. They already hate Donald Trump. For the first time probably in their life, they feel like they hate their country because of who's running it. That combined with just like how when protesters go out to protest and rioters go out to riot, when the looters sneak in and start stealing, that's how I feel like they're doing. They're just hopping on the back of, okay, this is the reason we're going to ride with this. Because they're so-called liberals or leftists. So they're not going to go out and lead out something that looks physical. Like how the right wing will. They'll just put guns on and march and go to the Capitol. The left is not going to do that because they don't want to come off as violent or, not seem like the other side. But if you look, you can see the videos all over the place. There's a lot of them doing a lot of the damage, smashing and breaking up a lot of stuff that's on there. All the videos is out. We all see it. So the wool has been pulled. Like, the wool's not over my eyes. You know what I mean? Like, I know it's a lot of people that's looking at this as a kumbaya moment. I don't see it like that. I turned 40 this year. You know what I mean? I turned 40. I've only been on this earth for 40 years. I'm not gonna see one thing for 40 years, and then my 40th year and day number one after 40 start believing something entirely different. I've seen this play over. Like, I've seen this movie over and over. I was really optimistic until I really started sitting back and started asking myself, what's different? Why this time they decide that they had enough? What they had enough of, you know? Like just like even before George Floyd, the police shot and killed a woman while she was asleep. Ran in her house, they broke into the wrong house for a warrant, shot and killed her. Nobody rioted. Nobody did anything. So I don't know. I'm just not optimistic. So I see what I see, and it all looked politicized. It looked political. It looked like a political play. You know what I mean? Because if the country look, you know, like it's rocky, like it's like a bunch of civil unrest, it's gonna be easier for them to vote Trump out. You know what I mean? Which needs to happen anyway. Like up to before, I didn't care about Trump being in office because to me, politics, they're all the same leaders, but he's pretty bad at what he's doing. So that's on that strength, I say he gotta go. Just because he's not a good president. Now I don't even care about the racist crap and all that he said, because a lot of them been racist. A lot of them have been exposed. You know, people pick and choose what they want to get upset about. You know what I mean? So I just think that a lot of this it's like a big political play. Black people, I mean, we want it so bad. We want equality so bad that we're not gonna see it like that. Most of us not gonna see it like that because we want it so bad. A lot of us want it so bad. All of us want it. All, you know, we want it so bad that if like just it's gonna be a lot of people right now hearing what I'm saying right now. And if it was a dislike button that could go over my face, they'll be clicking it right now. Dislike. Because a lot of people don't like to hear, because everybody want to hear the positive. And to be honest, I'm being positive. This is like I've thought worse. I can think worse. I can tell you the worst I've thought. You know what I mean? But the worst don't really fit this situation. This is what I think is the best we're gonna get. You know, I really feel like this is the best we're gonna get, because it just to me, it's a system that works for them. I don't see them getting together, shutting down the system that works for them. You know, and that's just how I feel about it. And I know that ain't very positive and very optimistic, but I've been on this earth for 40 years. My dad was here for almost 70 years. My grandmother is probably pushing 90. All of us came and see the same thing, you know. So I don't know.
It's rough, man. That's
how it is. You know, I know a lot of people might be like, "Oh, that's so negative," but that's just what I see.
It's what it is. Yeah. You can't go around what it is.
But don't get me wrong. There's people that don't see it like me, and if you listen to their view, it makes sense too. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not saying what I'm saying. What I feel is what it's gonna be, but if it walk like a duck and talk like a duck, it's not a turtle. You know what I mean? It's like I just can't. I ask myself, why now? Why all of a sudden? What? Why now? And then when I ask the whys, only thing I can come up with is, okay, they hate Trump. Some people hate Trump to the point where it doesn't even make any sense, because the only thing you could do is vote. Like, so I wouldn't even lose sleep. Like, sometimes, like, people hate him to the point where people hate this man to the point where I could write a fake news article right now and share it on Facebook, and it'll get 1 billion and 1 hits, click likes. People won't even research it. They won't care. Just say something bad about him. And it's just the other way. People like him just as much. If I make a fake article saying he donated a kidney to a little black boy, and then people will take it and run with it and click and say, "See, look, my president donated his kidney." So it's right now, it's like the worst political times I've ever seen in my life. It's divided. Like, I've never seen I've never in my lifetime
Yeah.
seen the country divided like this in my life. In my life. And there's been worse times behind me. But in my lifetime, I've never seen a place so politically divided. And I've never seen so much. Like, the scary part is, and I don't know about how it is where y'all live, but I can tell you where I live.
Yeah.
Most people in America are dumb. Like, I'm just so it's the blind leading the blind, man. So it's so scary. You know what I mean? And I'm not sitting here acting like I'm a genius, but I got common sense, and common sense is not common in America, and it's scary. That's the scary part, man. So, I mean, that's how I see it. You know, I mean, I see a lot of good things happening though. I see cops are starting to get fired for doing bullshit. I don't know if we could use bad word or whatever, but
yeah, man. I'm cop, man.
Cops is being fired for doing fuckery, and that's like never before. I'm talking about video today. The video go public, next day that cop fired. You know what I mean? And it's never been like that. It's never been like that. It's always you got to go through this and go through this and go through this. But you're starting to see cops being held accountable at a level that I've never seen. So if I'm optimistic that at least that might come out of it, but that's probably the most we get out of it. For a little while, cops might really start realizing, you know what, we on tape, and maybe being on tape didn't mean anything before, but in this climate, it means something now. So you might see them ease up, look a bit, but I doubt if they ease up for long, you know, because that's how they rule. If you take away, like cops in America, if you take away that power from them, they have no reason to be cops. Because most of them, they all that. I want to protect the neighbors. Look, one thing. Let me show you why I can prove to you that they want to protect the place and all that is crap. You see those school shootings and all that, those mass shootouts. And when people come, y'all hear about those mass shootings that be happening? Y'all never really get to hear about the cops that they catch running the opposite direction, running and ducking for cover. So when you hear cops talking about they cops because they want to protect the place, some of them, yeah, but y'all don't get to hear about the ones that they find running and ducking hidden under a car. You know what I mean? So you take away that power, I don't know if a lot of them gonna want to be cops. So we'll see what comes out of this. I think that's the best we're gonna get out of this. But we'll see. Hopefully, I'm praying and hoping that we get more. But if we get at least that little bit of reform on the police, you know what I mean, tighten up the laws and the rules on what they can and can't do, I'll take that. I'll take that as a win. To be honest,
yeah.
Most people probably get.
Yeah, that's it. Right, it sounds rough, so I'm not gonna lie, it sounds serious. Serious. So Smokey, anybody got anything to elaborate on that?
Yeah, for sure, man. I have the same problem, man. To take it out, French business is the same, bro. It's like the difference is the political content. But the same old story, like you said at the first, Jimmy. You said, you know, for me, it's nothing new. It's like before I talk, we just talked before you reach in with Marcus and everybody, and I told the same. I said, what the fuck? It's nothing new about that. We have the same problem here in Europe. It's like brown and black. We get like beat up by police just like dogs. And now that people, the social media, everybody's showing a bit. It's like everybody's saying like, oh, we have to fight for this and that. I mean, like, it's a jump in. It's just a jump in situation. It's like a lot of people take the opportunity now to jump in for different reasons. For America will be because they hate Trump. And I believe you're right. I believe that's the only fucking reason. Sorry, excuse my French. But it's just because opportunity. It's like, okay, now I have an opportunity to go and do something against somebody for some reason. That might not be really the reason, but our job jumping to do that. And that's why you see so many white folks in America. I wouldn't say like, yo, don't take me wrong. It's like, I don't say that white people are racist, not at least not all. I mean, I'm not saying that. There's like in history, even in America, you always have some white cats who fight for black people rights. You know what I mean? From beginning,
Always.
from slavery time. So don't get me wrong. It's just that those are just like establish that they want to maintain that. And this whole story about unfortunate story about George is this. It happened every day in America. Every day.
Literally every day.
Every day. I have many friends. I myself used to live in New York. I have many friends over there, and majority are blacks. And yo, it's not easy to be black in America, just like it's not easy to be black in Europe. Don't get me wrong. I mean, as long as you're black out of Africa, even in Africa and certain countries, I mean, you get discrimination, bro. And you get discriminated just because you're black. Or just like all the target like Latinos, and for us in Europe, Arabs, North African, Maghrebian, whatever you want to call it. You know what I mean? We have the same problem, bro. And sometimes I even get pissed because I see the people checking the other side of the country, the other side of the Atlantic, and they don't see what's going on near to you. That we get the same treatment every day, and nobody stand up. Nobody stand up in Europe for this case. Now everybody stand up in Europe and say, "Oh yeah, George Floyd and everything. Come on, man, you do the same here with us every day, every day." In England is the same thing, brother.
Sure.
Belgium is the same. In Germany is the same. Ask black people in Germany, man. I mean, it's like the clubs. Like we talk about the music and everything, the clubs is the same thing. Yo, bro, let me tell you something. I'm the one in Luxembourg who pull up more non-white people in clubs. All right? They refuse me to play in Luxembourg, brother, for the past 6 or 7 years because I have the reputation to bring the so-called per se. I'm not saying you bring blacks. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same thing, bro. It's a deeper problem. We have to go deeper than the George Floyd situation, bro. We have to deeper that, I mean, as we non-white and black people, we have to go deeper than that, and we have to go deeper than that with white people same way, because they are problem. Because all are we live in the same earth, so we have to share or separate. Because some people talk about separation, you know what I mean?
Sure.
So either we live together or either we can live together. But the black situation is a different situation, bro. School, education, first of all. When you go to school, man, when you learn about black people, you learn about slavery. It's like black people, black civilization came with slavery. Nothing before that. Nothing happened before that. When you go to the French school now, and they just like put like Napoleon and big murderers just like heroes and celebrate heroes like them. And it's disturbing for people who have like a different cultural background, who've been to colonies and slavery background, and you go to school and you don't know nothing about yourself, and you don't know nothing about your history, and you don't know nothing about you and your people and the great things that you did, that we did. So it's a deeper problem than George Floyd. It is an education problem that ourselves need to come back on what we did, who we were, and where we come from.
True.
Just like upfull ourselves, because nobody gonna help us to upfull ourselves, bro. Otherwise, this would be done from long time.
Sure.
And just like, you know what I mean, build up something different. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you wait for the men to help you, what the fuck you expect, man? I mean, come on, look the situation. Like majority of we living in Europe are from what we call a project, same thing as in America. Bro, do you ever been to a French project?
True, bro.
You ever
Sure.
live in a French project, bro? You think it's easy and not easy, brother? We have the toughest place in Europe, bro. Everybody know that.
Sure.
It's tough to live in France, bro. It's not easy. Violence and everything is a daily thing. I mean, police brutality is a daily thing. Nothing new. And what we do to change that situation, except like going outside and doing some contacts and slogan. Slogan don't bring nothing, no brother.
Yeah. It's not, we need more needs to be done.
You don't bring slogan, don't bring you nothing. Either you into politics in a certain level, you can make things change. Either you just come together and make a revolution and make things change for real. That's the way I see it. You know what I mean? Now, I don't take, you know what I mean? Like I said, though, don't take me wrong, because I have some white friends. My selector is white, you know what I mean? And many times I talk to him about the situation, because sometimes we go into some discussion and things that I say that he cannot understand because he never lived what we feel and how we grow. It's very hard, you know. I mean, sometimes you feel like, you know, when I speak like that, some people might say like, yo, Smokey is racist. I'm not racist, people. I'm just talking about reality. You play songs about who feels it, knows it, but you don't know because you don't feel it.
And I me get the title for racist. Now you.
Oh, all right then. So let's share it, because in Europe, that's why I get it. The American racist. I'm the European racist.
Yeah.
No, it's just, let's speak the truth, man. And sometimes a lot of we don't speak like that because they're afraid to be like to be spot as a racist or a non or somebody don't like white people, and we into a white community here in Europe. As far as Sunmen, there's a lot of Sunmen which are white, and to be honest with you, when it comes to this, I really don't care about people's feelings, because this is my feeling, and the way I grow, people have to understand too that we don't grow like you.
True.
Sure.
We have the same way of thinking because we've been through things that you never been through and you cannot understand. It's simple. You know what we need to do now to change? Everybody, people have to go and go live in a rich mansion. Every rich man have to go and live in a ghetto and spend a month.
Switch it up a little bit.
And switch it up a little bit, but this is just in Hollywood movies. In real life, the real question for us is, in real life, what we're gonna do? Leave them do what they want, kill kids in America, and might kill kids, or they might kill all of us tomorrow still, for political reason and for some fear of black people or whatever reason they have. But what we black people or we non-white people we do for ourselves, to help ourselves, to make sure they can't do that. They can't reach to a point that they can push us to the wall, and then we all gonna be like, I mean, into hatred and stuff like that. What we do? That's the real question. That's the real question.
Yeah,
Sure.
Big up to some of the people I'm on the Facebook Live and on the YouTube right now. You know, giving the input. Big up to Dan Richards. He said too many white people are fully aware, but they value their comfortable lifestyle more than they oppose the oppression. You understand? And so they do nothing to make a change.
Yeah, the mics, them need to be muted. Like when each person's gonna have, they have to just mute each other's mic. So, Washan, you want to elaborate on anything?
I don't hear nothing. I don't know why. No, yes. But before, me never hear Smokey very clear. It was a pity though. Me hear Jimmy though, but me never.
Yeah, everyone, if everyone could just mute their mics when each person's talking. So, you take the floor now, yeah?
So at my time now.
Yeah.
My road. No, really and truly, yo, know me, you know, me a Pacific boy, but yo, what me get to understand now is for me, the system is not gonna change, which is fuckery and all these things. But me have to big up the ghetto youth them, the new generation, cause it's different from my generation. And I see the man them a step forward, and the man them now go make it so easy for the rest of the people. I see enough of the people when me never could have believed the man them at least would have go and protest at least and march, like put on a shirt from Black Lives Matter or something like that. Me see them go on and do them thing, you see me? So basically that is really what me say is improving. I don't know in the system, cause the system them laws and them shit and all them bullshit them come from years. Of course they need to change more for police, but most of the thing that when me see is me just take it positive and me have to big up the new generation, which they are doing good. For we have sound man, probably we have to get more together, and I don't really see like at least to have this type of conversation to pass it to the also to at least inform more the new generation and stuff, and then we can probably they will attend more our dances, which is what we need at the moment, or probably probably they will help us in other way. I'm not talking only black youth or white youths. I see the new generation, they're not buying shit, And as the same one then we go to our dance, the one then we buy the Jesus, and the one then we smoke them little thing, and me see the whole of them I support the thing, which I see is a big improvement. I don't know, like Jimmy say, probably he don't know why in this time, but there is always a time to start again. It's always a reminder we can't just stay silent, and that's what they are trying to prove to us. That the system is fuckery. Probably in America they don't like Trump. Here in Europe, it's enough Africans and it's enough people from all over the world, and I think everybody's standing together right now. I mean, for me, as I said, Jimmy, probably I see the 50 states making demonstration and marching and all this thing, but only here in Switzerland, I've been seeing every city with more than 4,000 people, everybody together, and I fight the thing. So I feel like it's an improvement, So I don't know, I see it, but I feel like we're improving in something now, and that's my thought, I really, you see, when me is a man where me cool, but like Jimmy say, in any means necessary, stay like that. So that's why me just want to take my side in the positive way. Me not really, me see more the positive things than the negative things. I can't comment too much about in America, but I guess here what me see in Switzerland, the youth them I do them thing, you see me. Another thing is the music, which I'm not agree, which I see Smokey today in point about the club owners and all this shit. This shit really is disgusting, Even me myself being in so many clubs, brother, and the man them just turn me around, like you can't discuss, brother. You just and it's a dancehall party, probably even a hip hop party, brother. And you can't go in, And I was thinking deep in that, Smokey, and I feel like sometimes it's not even the club owners, it's the security boy them, So it's the same problem as the policeman them, Because one security boy them, and one them way the man them as I see the black man on the next street, or them see a black man with a nice girl or dressing nice, the man them jealous and blood clot Batman. So most of the time at that same way, you see me? So security boy them, we're lucky so we not spray up on ourselves because a long time them thing them for go on. So that is my thing, you see me?
Yeah, man, that's true. Tenor, you
Brother,
wanna elaborate on Smokey?
yeah, brother, I agree with you. But tell you the truth, the security man in Luxembourg I'm talking about, right? I mean, know the whole of them. I tell you the truth, the problem is that's why I point this, and majority of the security man in Luxembourg, they're afraid of me. So there's one thing that them not gonna trouble is the owner of the club who calls me, those who organize party, and telling me, yo, Smokey, let's book you, but we don't put you on a flyer because you know you bring all the thugs and all the thing. And we don't want to see all the blacks then. And that, brother, me as a man, you can't tell me that, brother. Because I deal with love. Like I said, I have friends from different origins, and I don't check people's skin. But when you come with that to me, who's a man who know about racism because I've been through that, then you hurt my feeling, and I have to expose you and tell the world that, yo, you fucking crazy or what? You must be crazy out of your mind to just thinking that me coming to play strictly white party because you don't want the black in. You must be crazy. And I deal with reggae and dancehall music that I don't own because it's not my own culture. You know what I mean? Black people music as well, and I can't have my friends coming in, then I don't play for nobody. Because I don't play for white, I don't play for black, I don't play for brown, I don't play for Chinese man. I play for the world, bro. We play music which is universally. Any kind of music have to be played for anybody who like it. So anybody welcome to enjoy themselves. But Luxembourg, bro, they came like this, and many times. Also, you know, I used to put a lot. You know, I'm the man who brings reggae to Luxembourg, bro. I'm the man who brings all the concert, all the big man them, everybody. And you don't want to see how much trouble I get, bro, to put that. You know what I mean? I had to be individual, put my own money. No people help me out for nothing, no publicity. Everything I have to do by myself because I love the music and everything. So that's why, bro, when it comes to music and club owners and tell me this, you become my enemy, my friend. And me, I will never play for your club, and I will make sure that people know. And if you organize a show and you have this mentality, I will expose your blood clot channel. Definitely. And if you're not happy with that, I will kick your blood clot face live and direct in the front of your security. If any security move, I'll burn them down same way. That's the difference in Luxembourg, brother. That's why they hate me so much, bro. Because
Yeah.
and I have the muscle. So nobody can stop me to do whatever I want to do because I ever done it. But I'm not gonna play for some sellout. I'm not gonna play for any man who don't want another man from a different color in his club. No way. I finished.
Fuck with that.
Tenor Rock, you got anything to say, bro?
Well, first thing first, as Smokey said, I cannot feel it because, I mean, it's different. I'm a white youth, so I'm definitely not feeling it the same way as you might feel it. But I still think that we all should be concerned, especially as white people being a part of a different culture. We have to use our right privilege to try to raise awareness, man. We have a platform, so I think it's important, and I agree with Jimmy when he says that most likely the system will not change because that would be that would be unrealistic, man. Things doesn't change as fast, but if we can at least raise awareness and make sure that legal things are going forward, and all those legal steps, man, are important. I mean, talking about white privilege, I think that a lot of white people that are not racist doesn't see it, that doesn't see the white privilege thing. Is like for them racist is just calling a black man the N-word and stuff like that, and it's way deeper than this, man. It's a whole society thing, and that's what we need to point out, because I mean, I don't have the power to make things change on a huge scale. but I feel like we can still try to make people aware of what's going on and make them think a little bit more than what they did already, because there is a lot of things to do, man, a lot of work, and everybody should feel like it's important to be a part of it. It doesn't matter if we're black, brown, white. If we don't stand for injustice, we should all try to make a change, and on our own scale, man. If you don't have a platform, you still have friends and family, and you might need to educate some of them. We have to do that, man. Everybody. And yeah, I mean, every country is different. I think a lot of people think that it's happening in America and doesn't happen here, because we have that feeling that here police is nicer, but yeah, they don't pull out them gun as fast as they do in the US. Probably they actually don't even pull out them gun, but they're still racist and they still kill people and all those things. It's not only a USA problem, it's a worldwide problem right now. And I can speak for Europe, and yeah, definitely things need to change here too, and people need to realize that our places are not better than the United States or wherever, man. We need to look in ourselves and be true to this, man, for real. And yeah, a lot of things to say, man, a lot of things to do, but yeah, my main message is like we cannot be silent, especially as white people playing reggae and dancehall music or hip hop, or I mean, if you love black culture, you cannot think that black culture can be separated from black people, because that's fuckery, man. So yeah, basically that's it. And yeah, the club issues is a huge thing too. Right now in Geneva, it's getting better. Like, I think there is really, I don't know a club that actually doesn't let people get in because of their skin color. There might be some, but I don't play there and I don't know them because I don't go there. But it's getting really better than what it was like 5 or 10 years ago. But all those things, man, all those things need to fix. And yeah, I'm not optimistic neither, because that's not how I steer, but I feel like we should all try to push it and make it move forward, because if we just give up because we feel like nothing's gonna change again, nothing will never change. So I'm trying my best, man, at my scale to do something. It might not be that much, but just like I told you the other day, Marcus, like when you told me come to play for the thing, I was like, yeah, but I don't feel like right now is the right time for self-promotion. I wanna make sure that we speak about the issues, because we have a platform. We're promoting ourselves every time and for years. So right now, if something is going on, we have to make sure we use our energy to push it, because we promote ourselves way too much. We should promote positive things and real message more. And I mean, I even thought about what I'm playing in parties most of the time. I mean, parties are made for enjoyment, so everything can play, but sometimes we should make sure that even when it's party time, we bring some message and talk about some things, because I think it's important, man. People need to be aware of that. Not gonna stop playing fuckery songs still, because I love it, but I mean, we can do both. We can do both, definitely, man.
Sure. Sure, sir. Sure. Right, England's no different, man. England's similar as well, man. It might get put up with a bit more resistance certain times, because you know, so England is up the violence as well. So more time we don't really see it, but we see it. But compared to America, like it wouldn't even make sense comparing UK to anything like that, to be honest. So I kind of put myself in that frame. And Europe, as I say, we know Europe how Europe's there already, like. And that's what needs to change, as all the soundmen then who have got certain status and levels in certain things need to come together and start forcing what's happening, because they can't expect people to be playing dancehall and reggae, but you don't want the DJs to be playing it. That doesn't make no sense. That don't make no sense.
No,
Those are the things that need to happen.
Dancers are pushing a big agenda, man. I tell you, man.
Mm.
But like,
So, how you feel it, Ice?
no, well, to go back onto what Washington said, the fact is, the youths and them, they taking up a different mentality to the likes of, as Jimmy say, how we'll be 40 years and we know, well, all right, we grandmother and we grandfather and all of them deal with it. The youths and them really not having it. They pushing more of the energy, and that in itself is refreshing to see that them at that age taking it so serious. You know, even to the point where I think it was yesterday or today or this morning maybe, a reasoning with my daughter, and she could have come up with the fact that yeah, she know about the Black Lives Matter, and she went as far as to start talking about Marcus Garvey, and she's 7 years old. And Martin Luther King and all them people there, and she's 7 years old. You know, so to see that the youths and them already have a connection with it, it kind of gave the hope to know that, as Jimmy say, they had to make changes. They had to start arresting people because the generation now really not having it. And they will make and push and do whatever they need to do to make sure that they see some sort of positive, some sort of answer to the cries. You know?
True.
It's going on around the world, and as much as it been happening, it's nice to see that everybody giving support.
True.
My only thing is, we just want to see if this is just trending, you know.
True.
And that I want to see. Yeah, cause enough things they trend, you know, and people want to be part of it. So hopefully this is a different situation, you know. Hopefully real change can come out of this. Like I said from the beginning, I'm not optimistic. I'm just not. Like I'm really sitting here asking myself, would the government budge? Would they change now? And I'm asking myself, why would they change? Like I don't think the pressure has reached to that level yet that they feel like they got to change. We'll see, you know. But I don't know. I think once you know that middle class America, middle class white America can get back outside and get distracted. Because right now we all in the house, we're all just stuck watching it. Like if they can still be in tune with it, even once they start opening the country back up, then I'll be more optimistic. I'll be way more optimistic. But if the country opened back up, because even where I live, June 15th, they opening up a lot of stuff. And, you know, so if the country's open back up and we're still seeing the same energy from that section of the world of white America, and they're still there pushing that same fight, then I'll say, okay. Like if we see turnouts for voting go up, then it'll let you know that okay, maybe you know it's serious out here. Because to be honest, as much as they talk about black people don't vote, black people voting wouldn't have changed the vote at all. What changed the voting was a lot of white women voted for Trump. That's a statistical truth. Like the amount of white women that voted for Trump was ridiculous. You'd have thought they would have voted for Hillary just for the whole, you know, sentimentary, but there's a lot of white Americans that did not like Hillary. So that's what really swayed it. Like a lot of people, they'll trick you to make you think, oh, a lot of black people didn't vote, so none of the swing states black votes could have switched. None of them. What messed up the Democrats was white women voted for Trump. They voted for Trump. A lot of them voted for Trump. So That's what needs to change as far as political shit. Because I'm just being honest. Trump gotta go. Like, I don't care if a Republican or Democrat go in there. Just not him. He's just not good at being a president. He's not presidential, you know? And yeah, he just shows he's not presidential. And he kind of makes America a big joke. A big joke. I never took it too serious before, but it's a big joke, man. You know, but I'm glad the light is being shined on the bullshit that they do here, how they treat us. Because you still got a lot of people that, like, if you look at social media, and, you know, there's still a lot of white people that either don't believe, which I think the number of white people that don't believe police treat us different, I think that number is getting lower. That number is getting lower. There's a lot of more white people that's really starting to realize, holy shit, the police really do treat black people different. But the number that I don't think is switching is the amount of people that don't care. The amount of people that don't care, I don't think that's changing. Like, some people are going to recognize it and believe it and be like, wow, yeah, they do treat black people different. And then it's going to be like, but it's not me, you know? So they're only going to fight but so much. So as far as policy change, only thing we could do is wait and see, man. That's it. And just vote. Like, people got to get out and vote. And vote out of these offices who you don't like. But like I said before, a lot of these elections, the black vote be pretty much almost decided. You know, most black people vote Democrat, you know. So we'll see, man. Like I said, I ain't optimistic. not the least bit.
What you need to do is don't vote with Trump again.
Yo, why you got him on? Ain't he Swiss? The Swiss people neutral. They don't pick a side. Swiss don't pick a side.
This is what you need to do. Next time, don't vote for Trump. That is what you need to do.
You got to tell that to Mark A, bro. Mark A voted for Trump.
He was the one.
Say Mark A that give y'all the update.
He wants to make
King Shine just played Buju. Yep, him, same one. He voted for Trump. he same one. He voted for Trump.
Let me jump on one thing quick. Man. Very important to me. Brother, you see, Tanner, you was talking about white privilege, right? Which is a fact. And I really big up what you're saying. All that you're saying was really nice. The one thing, brother, is like we as people, non-white people, we need to forget about this white privilege and to get help from the white privilege. It's just like a fucking movie. It's like white people always help the black man to get a better life or a better rescue. You know what I mean? No, man, it's like we people need to help ourselves. You know what I mean? We people need to help ourselves, and we need the support from the white. But we don't want white privilege for us to get privilege. I mean, it's like you're gonna use, like, it's a fake excuse to me. You know what I mean? We need ourselves to get our privilege just like anybody else. Legal privilege from just like anybody else. And we don't need nobody else to none from us to help us. I mean, when I see like some pictures with the Crips and the Bloods in America getting together, and the same thing, everybody getting together here also, and have more conscious way of thinking, more political way of thinking. That's what we need really. And the white support that we get, definitely enough respect. Maximum. Well, I don't want to feel like because of a white person I get some privilege. It doesn't me, bro. To be honest with you, it's like somebody else get a privilege and then through him I get a privilege. It's still gonna be a white issue.
I mean, let's have our privilege the way we're supposed to get our privilege from ourselves, because it's a self privilege. I mean, like it's something that we're supposed to have from a basic human right. I mean, so yeah, enough respect for what you're saying, bro. But the white privilege business, it's a fact, you know what I mean? And I did understand what the way you say it, but to me, it's not gonna help the cause
Nah, man,
in a way.
I didn't mean it that way. I didn't mean it like we as white people should make that change for you. It was more like we shouldn't think that we are part of the problem, so we should be a part of the solution. But when I'm saying a part is like everybody should stand together against it, and it's not like we have to do it for you guys, because definitely it's not what I was meaning. It was more like we cannot think like this is a African or Arab people issue. It's like everybody's issue because we all are part of it. And even if you're not racist as a white
Yeah,
man, you're still a
yeah.
part of the problem somehow because of white privilege. So we have to be a part of the solution. But as I said, a part is like everybody should stand together against racism and against injustice. It's not like we have to stand there for you. Get me?
No, yeah, I understand what you're saying. I'm just trying to saying that is that I understand. I have many friends like you, bro, and you know Tizian is just like you. So it's not about that, bro. It's not about that. We have to get a self consciousness about the problem as one people, that we get target about this problem, and we don't do nothing for ourselves. You see what I'm saying? And the problem is deeper than that. That's what I'm saying. We need to start from, yeah, I mean, resolve that problem ourselves, first of all, amongst our communities. And then, you know what I mean, from that, we are going to have a better start and definitely, you know what I mean, raise some political consciousness and change things. But things don't change, bro. They kill all the political people, they put them in jail. Look at America, man. America is the biggest, I mean, the best example, but they have so many great revolutionary in terms of for black people, for blackness and everything. But look what they do. Look what they do to them. They kill the Black Panthers, put majority in jails, kill Malcolm X. Even a Pacific man like Martin Luther King, they whip him. Same way. So what do you expect? I mean, like, you cannot expect, like, I don't believe, I don't believe in those things, bro. I believe that we're in a time of, unfortunately, of more discrimination, more violence, more stuff like that. And I don't think that the Pacific way that we see today and everything's going to change anything, bro. There's too much frustration on both parts. And there's in the middle part, you have the Switzerland, neutral people. I mean, them just like, I mean, nice and thing. And they don't want to get part. They don't want to be on the black side. They don't want to be on the white side.
They just want you to bring your money and bring it
You
to
know
them.
what? And put it in a bag. If you're not dead, you might get rich. But anyway, no, joke aside, it's just like, it's a bigger problem for the way I see it. That's my opinion, bro. I'm not saying that you're right or you're wrong. I'm just saying my opinion as a North African living in Europe, coming from place like what you call ghetto. It's deeper than that, bro. Check the way we live in the ghetto, bro. It's like, what you see? You see like drug business, and you see like all kind of business going on, and it's made by political to keep us a state of mind for us to be like not involved in the society the way we're supposed to be. I mean, simple. And it's even worse in Europe, because in America, if you're smart, if you bring ideas, you might get a chance to get rich, because you might get a chance to get sponsored by people, I mean, who have white privilege, who might help you to get to the top. But in Europe, we don't have that, bro. We don't have that, bro. You don't see an African descendant or a North African descendant like rich like hell and run things, bro. You don't see that, because they block us in a certain level. Don't forget that majority of the slave masters, they're from here, bro. They're from Europe. They're not from America. They're the one who stay here. They're the worst. And they're the one who set up the rules for everybody else. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying is really, really deep. That's why they don't leave African countries and colonies. Majority of our lands are so-called independent. But we still have the CFA, we still have French African money, and everything goes to the French bank. And you do have the same with the Dutch, and you have the same with the German, and you have this, not the German, the Spanish and the Portuguese, which are the first enslavers. So it's as long you got that in our motherland, nothing no good. Nothing no good. I don't care about white privilege because that's not gonna help us, bro. I care that black and people and my people, we come together as one people who raise intelligent people, who raise educated kids that's gonna carry our community in a certain level. But for that, we need education. For that, we need a deeper education, which means like knowing where we're from, knowing our history, be proud of our history, and not growing like we slave and we colonize and you know what I mean? And we can do nothing by ourselves except if our white man supports. That's the mentality to change, especially in Africa. That's why all we want to come to France and Europe, because we think we have a better living. I mean, but it's not true. Majority who comes here live more sufferation than where we were back home. It's materialistic way that we think like materials, bro. But a lot of people going to Europe also to help the people back home. So at least one have to come to make some money, to send some money back home. Understand? Which gonna be French. You see, and that's the whole problem, bro. It's not about killing blacks and stuff like that, bro. It's deeper than that. It's from way back when and still today from Africa. As long Africa don't comes together, bro, from north to south, east to west, which is Ethiopia, total Ethiopia. But as long that this don't come together, bro, no black people not gonna come together, no brown people not gonna come together, bro. Because they need a deeper example that all we can really come together. And when this happens, then white people will find out that there are only 20% on this planet Earth, and 80% of the rest is non-white people. And they're not gonna be in trouble, and we're not gonna enslave them, and we're not gonna do nothing wrong to them. Because we don't like that, like from creation. You know, hospitality, you know, goodness. I mean, good people, you know. Real good people, because look at the white people who live in Africa. They live good, brother. They live good. You ever seen a white man get killed up by a black police in Africa or something like that? Never, ever. Because we treat people good, brother. Because majority of the way we carry genes that comes with hospitality, that comes with giving, that comes to make sure the man who comes to you, him get food, him get a drink. I mean, you're not gonna come and beat him up because he's white and he come in a black country or North African country, Arab country. I'm not talking about the Arabs, because let me be straight on that. Arabs is from Arabic country, Middle East. You know what I mean? We're North African. We don't even speak Arab. We speak a dialect. You know what I mean? So I hate when people call us Arabs, because to be honest with you, we have nothing to do with the Arabs per se, except that we look alike. That's a mistake, man. That's a big mistake. North Africa is a different culture, brother. What we eat and the way we do, they don't do in Arab countries. I mean, that's totally wrong. And that's a thing that people need to know, because majority of the people, they don't know that. And you have to tell the people to stop posing with our black friends because they're white. What the fuck them try to bring? Because you have a black friend, you're not racist. I mean, I see a lot of people with some, you know what I mean, white people will put some pose up with some black man. I mean, like, make no sense. Those kind of things, bro. It things like really, especially in those days, get me crazy. Really get me crazy. This is not what we want. People want to be like all together. Of course, it's good to see like people have emphasis for what's going on for Black people, majority in the world, and it's beautiful to see.
I just want to ask the panel something more. You
It's
know what I mean?
beautiful. But
Yeah.
that's not the problem. That's
now
the
we
problem.
got-
Is not there.
Sorry to cut you. We got Sparky Rugged on the phone. He want to ask a little question. Sparky, go through.
The question I want to ask, yeah, does anyone on the panel knows who funded Black Lives Matter? That's the question I want to ask. I know the answer, but I want to ask, does anybody on the panel know who funded Black Lives Matter?
Zuckerberg.
No, I don't know.
Zuckerberg.
Yeah. Zuckerberg.
Enlighten us, Barky.
You don't know, yeah?
No.
Oh.
A brother named George Soros,
Mm-hmm.
yeah? And George Soros is a racist.
Shit.
Do you understand? The man is a racist. Yeah? They call him Deep State. He's part of the Antifa crew. See?
Right.
These are the people who started the riot in America. See? Them people there. See? He's the one that's funding Black Lives Matter. See?
Crazy.
You understand what me I deal with?
Yeah, man.
What's the name again?
Deep.
George Soros.
Name again, Sparky?
George Soros.
Soros. George Soros. Himself. That's what I was saying about the white privilege. That's what comes to this. You might come to this to have this white
He's the
privilege.
funder for Black Lives Matter.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah, yeah. Crazy, man. You see, that's even
Them
fucking
govern the thing.
Gotcha. Mm.
Yeah, Sparky, give thanks, brother.
So I just that me want to ask to find out if anybody on the panel did know who funds Black Lives Matter. You understand? That's all I did want to know. Cause me know the answer, but I didn't want to know if anyone else did know. So if they didn't know, I can tell them, and then they can do some research on that brother there.
Mad.
Okay.
Mad thing.
Yeah, man. Big up, Sparky, man. Respect. Yeah, man.
So just love and peace. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Bless
Yeah,
you.
man. God knows Sparky Rugged. One love. Yeah, so yeah. Phew. So anyone want to tell Rock, you want to elaborate?
What you saying?
You want to elaborate on anything?
Yeah, man. I mean, it's a whole complex issue. It's not like simple. As Smokey told, especially in Europe, because I think in the USA it's different, but here, like racism and the way black people and brown people are treated in our countries and has a lot to do with what's happening actually in Africa, because people are coming here because white people steal their land and steal their richness, and they come here to make some money and send it back down there. That's what he was saying basically, and it's a whole complex issue, man. And of course, people, it's not about white or black people actually, it's about rich white people who have a lot of interest keeping the things like they are right now. Because if you can get cheaper workers coming from Africa and you steal their things there, I mean, it's a win-win thing for them. They're winning on both sides, and it's a fuckery, man. And yeah, they don't want to educate people about their origins and stuff like that, because keeping people ignorant is the best way to keep them behaving and doing the things that you want them to do. So it's a deep issue, and I believe, like, as I said, everybody should try to be aware of that and do them part in fighting against the system. There are multiple ways of doing it, and we have to do this too. We have to speak and say that a lot of white countries, first class countries, are fucking up the world, and we are part of that, man. It's hard to make a change because I mean I can vote, but it's not like, and most of the people who can vote don't have a real choice. Jimmy was saying we need to vote Trump out. I definitely agree with that. I mean, I don't live in the USA, but I think Trump is fucked up. But I'm not sure that the other man's gonna be better. It's just gonna look and speak better, but when it comes to actually doing good things, I don't believe in them, man. The all of them corrupt. So yeah, it's important to vote and do the best you can, but most of the changes have to come from the people, and we have to really stand against things, because just voting and thinking like, yeah, I went and voted for this man and Ray, that probably will not be enough, because the people we can vote for, they are part of the system already. None of them are really actually fighting against the system. So yeah, I don't have the solution. If I had it, I don't know, but I definitely don't have the solution. I'm sure that the problem is a deep one and it cannot be changed just like that, man.
Yeah, man. You hear me?
Yeah. Got you.
Yeah, man, as I say, I hear Smokey too. I say, she's a neutral. No, man, we see some mad things out here, you know. You couldn't believe me, man. Yo, I tell you, say, Smokey, last year, I'm gonna make it public because I'm not hide and hide, you know, we not go hide. Last year, me see in the newspaper, brother, it come out like the man them a say, we no still bother because we have white black faces and all them thing. Most of the carnivals and all, it's a big thing, you know. It's a big, you know, it's a lot of things involved, you know. Sometimes you not even know where to start, you know. But brother, what me want to tell you, say, can you believe, say, the day of the carnival, some man them come out in Ku Klux Klan clothes? Like we yo. I don't know why tell me say Switzerland nice sometimes.
You say Ku Klux Klan?
Clothes.
Wow.
What? Last year, carnival. And who
Wow.
don't see can still research it. So we have issues in here, you know. But really, but I want to tell you again, say, you see, me feel more like the new generation is stepping out and they are going to make a big difference. That is, you know, I'm very confident in them, you know. This is what really, that's my confidence, you know, like really the youth, them, me see them must support each other. Me see them around the house every day, you know. Here, I live in a place where it's really, really multicultural, and I have to tell you, say, every time me step out, me see 50 and 60 kids, they don't move from there, brother. And the man, they must still have them pancart and them everything, you know, and them doing their thing, you see me? So at least me have confidence in the youth, them, you know, and I mean, I tell you, say, probably we didn't do enough. We can see many problems, but probably we didn't do enough, you know, as well. So they are doing the difference, and that's the only thing. And the next thing, there is a whole heap of sound man them, and I'm gonna tell you today, the man them racist as well. A whole heap of sound man them. They must know who they are already. So
Yeah. Like a batty man when he push man.
Speak the truth, brother.
Box him
Speak
down.
the
me?
Yo, speak the
One when he push man. No one box him down, you see.
No one me if he speak the truth. Oh, I mean, no one names.
Washington, you know, this is a thing that we're facing here. You know the situation. So speak the truth, man.
No, me don't have no names. Me don't have no names. I hear the other day the brother called Jimmy nigga and them things.
Yeah, hear what I say now. Hear me I say.
Some conversation, but it's not basically, you know.
Hear me I say.
Brother half, but hold on, Jimmy. But it's not him, basically. It's a whole heap of them, you know. A whole heap of them, you know. And you see, and we see already the last time, say, as soon as they leave the business, we know who them are. So, again, me not call no name because me really don't analyze them by name, but me see them in some group and talk and comment and a bag of sitting, you know. We just watch them. You understand? But we know already who them are, basically.
Hear me I say. Listen. Like a batty man when he push man. I want thump him in the face. Boy, bright. And here when me lose off. No, if I look Italian sound, man. Let me tell you why me lose off of them. Them sit down and cuss Dynamic. And cuss me for your post with Dynamic, mate. Right? Them overanalyze the post. Them don't even know the point where Dynamic can make. But them go up on this rant about racist, this and that. And you understand? The only person who say anything racist, I look a batty man when he push man. Him call me a nigga, you know. Right? When him call me a nigga, when him type it, him type Nigger, R. Rough, hard R, like a R. You understand? When him type it, the same Italian them act like them don't see it, you know, and continue upon this rant at about oh me racist and this. First of all, me never know say Italian was a race. Me they always think say Italian was a country, which would make being Italian a nationality. Me never know say Italian a race. Me learn something that day there. They must try style me about me racist this and racist a pussy one. You stink like dog shit. How the fuck me for racist and this little body man just call me nigga. And when him call me nigga, none of them no call him out, you know. And that was the problem. If we dep on a thread on Facebook and you are cuss and you are say where me do is offensive, but this little body man right there in front of you type Nigger right and call me a nigga. And then I had the balls to inbox me afterwards and tell me say me worse than a nigga. And them I try to tell me him not really know what he must say. Me worse than a nigga. Him know exactly what he must say. Look at the amount of African people were there. And here's the problem, you know. Here's the problem when we come to realize. Because after that look at situation, four African people will live in Italy. Link me personally and thank me for standing up and say what me say. I'm ask them why them not say it on the post. And them say, yo, if we go on that post and say Ray and Tay, the Italian them I could just call we down. Them I could just call we down. Them I could just call we down and call we down. One of them was a female and she said, Jimmy, she said, it's funny. She said, me live in Italy from me at 8 months. And she must be about 30 now. And she said, believe it or not, the most racist things ever said to her were by the liberal ones. The ones who have black friends. The ones who fight against fascists and all of that. I'm going to say, yo, why is that? Why? So I was like, so those little batty man with me I argue with on Facebook. Is that why they steal like that? Is it a privilege thing? And when I say privilege, let me explain to you what I mean by privilege. A lot of them, they are against racism. You know, they're against it. They have black friends and this and that. And they're willing to stand up publicly and even fight out publicly for their black friends. But they think that that buys them a ticket to say whatever they want now to a black person. You understand? And that's what she helped me. That's what the conclusion that I came up with. And she helped even verify it for me. She was like, Jimmy, that's exactly what it is. A lot of them, they're real about how they feel about black people. Like they're willing to go out and say this is wrong. We need to treat them right. But she was like, at the same time, they think they're privileged. And if they get upset with you, they will say racist shit without even knowing it. Like they don't even realize it. It's so embedded in them that they don't even realize that the shit that they're saying is bad. You know?
Look at Elmar Sentinel.
All that. Like that wasn't even, to me, that was less of a race issue. I mean, it becomes a race issue because he's white, but it's more deeper than just black and white. Or you know, it's more of like that colonial mindset of like, you know, we jump in something, I use it up, use it to how I want to use it. It was fine while I was using it. When it was making me successful, making me money, making me popular, I was going here, going there. Now I get away from it. Now I'm gonna tell you that it's bad.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna tell you that. I'm gonna tell you that. What was his statement? What was it? You can't love reggae without a broken heart or some shit, like whatever. Like
yeah, some bullshit
that,
anyway.
You know what I would have respected more? Believe it or not, one word. If he would have switched up one word in that entire thing that he wrote, if he would have said, I can't enjoy reggae without a broken heart. You see, he said it as if
he's spreading a message. He's spreading a message to certain ears are gonna
he's
hear
sending
that.
a message to say if you love reggae music, you're wrong. That's basically what he's saying.
Exactly.
Instead of saying, I feel wrong for loving this part of, he tried to make it seem as if everybody that loves it, we're all wrong for loving it. As if 80 or 90% of reggae music is, we don't like homosexuality. And it's like, what pisses me off the most is, I don't see him. Does he fight against the church? Did he say that about the church? Did he? Because every religion I know
is against gay.
Is against homosexuality. Every one of them. There's not a religion that's out that they're not against homosexuality. So we know where it come from. It's not like people are like, oh, I can look and see that you're gay, and then parts of my body let me know that you're gay, and now I hate you. No. Most of these people who don't like gay people, it's indoctrinated in them from religion. Exactly. And if you think for 1 minute you're gonna get people to change their mind on that, you're wasting your time. You're wasting your time. Are people gonna be tolerant? Meaning, okay, I'm not gonna attack you physically. I'm not gonna physically attack you. I don't wish you harm, but I don't agree with your lifestyle. It's never gonna go away. It's never gonna go away because it's involved and it's tied into religion. So that means it's indoctrinated in people's brain. It's like I don't subscribe to any religion. I don't subscribe to any religion, and I don't knock anybody who do, because I always say to people, whatever gets you going, whatever gets you through the day, whatever keep your blood flowing and keep positive things going in you, you do that. You know, whatever religion you want to praise, whatever God you want to praise, I'm cool with that. I have no problem with that. You know what I mean? So I don't look at people different because they praise this God or that God. That's not what I do. But I understand where it comes from. You know, like I don't agree or disagree. Like I'm not partial to it. Like I don't care. Like who somebody's having sex with, I don't care. Do I have gay friends? No. Is it by design? I don't think so. It's not like I got a friend that I had for 20 years and then I found out he gay and then I was like, oh, you're not my friend no more. I just don't have gay friends. I don't have gay friends. I have no control over that. I don't have gay friends. It's not like I had a friend that came out of the closet and said, I'm gay. And then I was like, oh, I'm not his friend anymore. I don't have any gay friends. I'm 40 years old. I don't have any gay friends. Well, negative. Lesbian friends. I know lesbians. I know, open lesbian women. And that's there. And then I can say, okay, yeah, I know her. That's my friend. But men, none. None. Zero, zilch. Zero. And that's not by my design, like me trying to avoid them. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm indifferent to it. It doesn't bother me. I got too much energy to spend. I got kids. I got 3 kids. Like I think I got time to be worrying about if this man is kissing this man. I don't care. I really don't care. You know what I mean? I don't care. Do I care when they try to politicize it? Yes. Do I care when they try to use it as a weapon against me? Yes. When they try to attack me for being masculine, yes. Then you'll see me fight back. But that's against anything. It wouldn't be against just gay people that's against anybody. Anybody that's fighting against who I am, you know what I mean? They're gonna get fight back from me. But I'm not gonna fight against if I look down the street right now and I see a gay parade going by, I'm gonna treat that parade just like most parade. Hurry the fuck up so I can drive past. You know what I mean? Like I'm indifferent to it. I don't care. I really just truly don't care. I came on this earth. Gay people been here. I'm gonna leave this earth. Gay people gonna be here. So if you think me, I gonna sit down and try to fight against them, I ain't got the energy or the time. Waste of time. Waste of time. If people really believe in the Bible and really believe how old it is, you can see gay people been here since the beginning of time. So we are trying. We really are trying. We really are trying to. And we as people are wasting time. So we waste the agenda. That's why you see in the music, people start burning them out. And some people look at that as, oh, that's a bad thing. It's a good thing. Why even bring them up? Like what if they're not here, why bring them up? Why bring it up? I ain't got no reason to bring it up. That's why I don't even like when people even try to, like, you can't even come and ask me this question like, how do you feel about gay rights? And I don't feel anyway. What is a gay right? I don't even know what that is. I'm a black man in America. I don't have rights.
That's why it seems like with that statement, there's more than there was like an agenda with that. With that statement that he put out, it seemed like there was a bigger agenda.
What you mean?
With the statement that Elmar put out the other day, the whole way it was put across seemed like there was much more of a bigger message. As you said, that was supposed to reach a different set of ears.
Brother, listen, may I say it like this? To all this thing I run, brother. To me, it just feels fake, brother. Like the more and more I sit back and the more and more I think about it, the more and more I look at it, none of it really seems legit. Like it would take a lot for me to actually jump on board and really be like, oh, okay, shit, this real. You know what I mean? Like, I just can't see it, man, because I keep asking myself, why George Floyd? Why him? The police shot and killed a 9-year-old kid. Nobody cared. Like, a kid. Everything you do, anything negative happen, anything bad happen, any catastrophe happen, what's the first thing they say? Children and women. If the police could shoot and kill a 9-year-old kid and nobody care.
So when the 9-year-old was killed, was there protests and riots like what the people are doing now in America?
Nothing.
No, the cops.
Maybe
went on-
maybe that's why there wasn't world outrage then. Definitely because of that.
the cops went on trial.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't even think they were charged. I can't
Wow.
remember how. I can't remember how it went, but basically nothing happened. Nothing happened. A 9-year-old kid in a park. When they tell you to play, where they tell you to go play? In the park. He had a toy, a plastic toy gun that you can buy in any corner store. They're not illegal. And he was in a park playing with it, with nobody in the park. So it wasn't even like an imminent threat. The cops pulled up, looked, saw the kid, opened their doors, pointed their guns at him, and shot him. Shot him. Nothing came out of it, bro. Nothing came out of it. Like it like, man, listen. It is. I'm just not optimistic, man. I hope that the non-black people. Well, I'm never gonna say just non-black because most non-black people. I ain't gonna say most. I'll say a lot of like you will see a lot of some Latins. I won't even say most because even a lot of them are racist too towards black people. I'm just gonna keep it real. I'm just gonna keep it real. It's not even like you can even fully think to yourself, oh well, that dude he's Puerto Rican, so he's down with the cause. No. It like I was talking to a brethren the other day that it was a study that I think it's like 80% or something percent of most Latin people, when they're filling out job applications or any type of application, they put white. They put white.
Yeah, let me.
Hold on. They put white. They put
No, that's
white.
true.
So it's just telling you what they see themselves as. So like when I be talking and when I be like, yo, I really feel like, you know, it be us against the world. People be like, oh well, no, Jimmy, you can because I get this and this, and I be like, I'm not saying your race don't get that or your religion or don't get that, but I'm just telling you that I know nobody wants to be the nigga, and I hate to say it that blatant. Everybody want to be a nigga until they got to be a nigga like that, and that's a saying in America. Everybody want to be a nigga until they got to be a nigga. And it's just real. Like a lot of people love the culture, they love the this, they love the that. But when it's time for our issues to really come up, really deal with our issues, a lot of people turn back. So to see what's happening now, it's like, I know COVID-19 got a lot of y'all upset. I know the Orange Man got a lot of y'all upset. Let's see how this go. If they get Trump out of office. You feel what I'm saying? Because if Trump stay in, this shit ain't gonna stop. It ain't gonna stop. But if Trump get voted out, let's see if some of these people go back to being comfortable with, you know.
Yeah. That's one of the comments that just come up. This is what was put up. You can see that?
Yeah, but that's because people believe that rhetoric. You feel what I'm saying? If people keep saying that over and over and over, after a while you're gonna believe it. But if you go and check the stats, black people didn't sway the vote. We didn't lose this election. This election wasn't lost on the back of black people. The election was lost on the back of white American women. White women in America voted for Trump. Simple. The white women of America, he got their vote. That's what swayed the numbers more than anything. Hillary could not appeal to white women of America. They did not like her. For whatever reason, they did a great job making it seem like she was the worst thing in the world. And I hate to tell y'all, like a lot of people living outside America, be prepared for another 4 years of Trump, okay? I'm letting y'all know that right now. Be prepared. And I'm going to tell y'all this why. Because I already see the play. For a lot of people that don't see the play, let me explain the play to y'all right now. For 8 years, Obama was in office, right? 8 years. That means they voted him in twice. Joe Biden was Obama's vice president. You understand what I'm telling you? That means if Obama slipped, fell, and broke his neck, Biden's president. If Obama had a heart attack, Biden's president. If he got diabetes and his sugar acted up and died, Biden's president. If he ate a fucking M&M and got stuck right here and he choked and he died, Biden would have been president. That was for 8 years. 8 years. Biden left office. He hasn't done a fucking thing since he left office. He comes back 4 years later to run back for president, to try to get the orange man out of office. And the same fucking stupid people who voted for Obama, that put Biden in second in command, now they're going to question if Biden is good enough to be president. They write every day how much they hate Trump. The same ones, I watch them, I see them. Because I tell a lot of these people, y'all need to relax. He's going to be here for the next 4 years. This is when he first got voted in. I started telling people. Because there's a lot of people think I'm a Trump supporter. I'm not a Trump supporter. I just use my energy where I know it should be used. He's going to be here for 4 more years. Get comfortable. Get comfortable. Don't over-sensationalize everything he do, because you're going to end up looking just like how the Obama birthers and the Tea Party problem, the tea bag party, whatever they was called. I call them the tea bag party. All of them forget tea bag, but a Balzac in that face.
And that's what someone just put up.
They're gonna end up looking just like them, and that's what happened. I see a lot of my friends who Democrat or left wing, they every little thing with Trump, they lose their mind. They over sensationalize it. Even stuff that he has no control over, they lose their mind over. And I'm saying to them, from the outside looking in, y'all look just as silly as a lot of white America did. Because when Obama was in office for them 8 years, a lot of white America was acting as if the fucking world was about to end. As if he was going to be somewhere eating fried chicken and his finger was going to slip and hit the fucking button that blows up the whole world. That's what they was acting like. And nothing happened. He went into office for 8 years. Nobody died. Nothing happened. And now Trump been in office for 4 years. And people are like, oh, well, since Trump been in, the place is more racist. Bullshit. Bullshit. But I live in the South. I live in what they consider the South. I live in Delaware. Across the street from my son's school, the family got a big ass Confederate flag. It flies high. It flew there the whole 8 years that Obama was there. They ain't take it down. Less black people didn't go to jail when Obama was in office. Nothing like he's a president. They don't have as much power as people make it seem.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? But they do have power. They have just enough power to what I say to piss people off. And that's what Trump was able to do. The power that he actually has, he used it in a way that you would expect a politician to actually use it. I'm surprised this just now happening. What happened is all these years, the politicians been pussyfooting it. Trump really came in and said, you know what? I'm going to piss off the people who did not vote for me. I'm going to use my time in office to piss off the people who did not vote for me. So what y'all like, I'm going to do the opposite of. What you guys like, what you guys want, I'm going to do the opposite. I'm a beat on them. Most politicians, when they get into office, they don't really, as a president, like it's only a handful of things you're gonna get done, even if you do 8 years. If you look at all the presidents that did 8 years, it's only a few things you can actually do. They usually go in with a handful of things they're trying to get done in the 8-year process. And if they get those done, they look at it as a success. Trump ain't got no things that he want to get done. Trump want to piss people off. And that's exactly what he does. People, like, I hear a lot of black people say, oh, I like Trump because he keep it real. I like that he keeps it real. I don't like him because he keeps it real. You understand what I'm saying? He keeps it real, but the shit that he say a lot of times is fucked up. So it makes me dislike you. I don't mind if you keep it real. You can keep it real, speak your truth. But if what you say, you a fucked up person, it's like, you know, like I didn't think much of him, but then when you hear like the shit that everybody want to deny, like the whole interview when he talk about he just grabbed chicks by the pussy and all that, like you can hear like, look, he's a pervert, you know what I mean? Like he's a little perverted. Then you hear him and Jeffrey Epstein, they was friends, and then you hear about Epstein, it's like he's a little pervert. Then you hear how he is with his own daughter, like, you know, see the pictures, and it's like, you know, I don't know, he look a little. Then you look at his he's so insensitive with race issues. Like he talked to people, he just say anything. So it's like, to me, the reason why I would say Trump need to go is because he's not presidential. It's like that he's just not presidential. Like you make the office look kind of clownish. Like that shit don't look good. That would be my reason he need to go. Not all
that's
that.
That's the same like Boris Johnson in England, man. Some clown.
Yeah, it's like it's like, because whoever go in there, it's not like they're gonna go in there and be like, okay, the next person kill a black person, we're gonna put your head in the fucking guillotine and cut it off. It ain't gonna happen. Ain't nobody never gonna step out and do anything to you can't rock the boat with so much. As like Trump rocked the boat, right? And in all y'all life, y'all have never seen America like this with a president ever, right? Trump rocked the boat. Let's be real honest. What has he really done? Nothing besides piss you off. Piss you off. Every day you can turn your TV off. He hasn't really, like, political. What has he done? He do like Obama and Bush and Clinton before him. They went to war. They went to war. They killed a lot of brown people, bruh. They killed a lot of brown people. They killed a lot of brown people. Like, that's just keeping it real. They killed a lot of brown people. A lot. A bunch. They were warmongers. And that's the one thing I give Trump. He ain't a warmonger. He ain't a war. He's an asshole. He's a prick. He got a little racist in him. But that's been out there. Trump racist. The racist shit about Trump's been out there. But the racist shit about Trump is the racist shit that a lot of white people have in them. Like racial biases that they have in them that a lot of them don't even like to admit to. And a lot of them don't have it. A lot of them don't have it. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of white people that really see you as who you are. Man is a man. I see a black man. I see a man. I don't see a black man. I see a man. Is he black? He's black. I recognize that he's black. But I see a man. I take him for what he is. Now, if he show me that he's a person, and that's what he is. But then you got people who, like the Trumps, if you go back and check Trump history, with his workers, with his policies and his golf courses and all racist shit, a bunch of racist shit he said in the past, you can see that they have a big incentive of all black people. Elite black people, really, you good, you're money, you're rich, you're famous, you're cool.
Sure.
You'll see you probably as an equal. But at the same time, if you don't look and see all black people the same, then you see what I'm saying? You still got an issue. There's still an issue there. That would be saying like me being like, okay, any poor white person, they cool with me. They cool. You poor and you white, you cool. But if you rich and you white. Oh, I just look and say, okay, everything's a clean slate. Everything's a clean slate. When I meet somebody, I go off of what I'm meeting, who I am, because now I'm getting to know you and get. But overall, do I think that this country has a straight racial bias against black people? Without a doubt, it's there. Even the ones that don't think they're racist, they a lot of time have racial biases. And black people, we have them too. But the ones that we have is because of the positions they put us in. You feel what I'm saying? Like, ours don't be coming from a place of hate. Our racial bias, the things that we think of most black people, well, I can say of my generation and of my, we don't look, it's not like we don't hate white people. We don't hate white people. We're just weary of them. You know? We always wondering where your heart really is. You know? A lot of us be wondering what you really think of us, because we've seen a lot of them put the smile on, and then you come to find out, oh man, he said what? Or he said that. Like, I got white friends. I got a friend that white. The first selector I ever had, the first selector I ever played alongside, as me having a sound. The sound name was Night Star. My brother Brandon was a white kid, Irish American. So I was 18 years old, 17 years old when I met him. So being around seeing a white selector and white people play music, that doesn't fascinate me. I'm not blown away by that. You feel what I'm saying? I know how to judge. I know to go and see a white person and not have a preconceived notion that, oh, he's a bad person. But am I weary of a white person more of a black? Maybe. I probably am. I probably am. But because of the history. You feel what I'm saying? And especially being a black kid from the inner city, you know, like, if you got a white friend, if you're a black kid from the inner city and you got a white friend, and y'all hang out and y'all together, if something go down between y'all, when the cops come, you already know. You already know that the cops ain't gonna deal with him like he deal with you. But what a lot of us had to find out, having a white friend or having a white friend doing things with white people, what you get to find out, a lot of them will switch on your ass when the cops get there. They'll switch on your ass when the cops get there. Their whole demeanor change. You hear them talk like you never heard them talk before. They talk like you and me right now, and then when the cops come, officer, sir. Yeah, I didn't. It's like, whoa, when the fuck Bobby start talking like that? Bobby talk like that to get his ass out that situation. He gone. And it ain't like he's snitching on you. He ain't gonna say, oh, I know that they did it. They're gonna be like, I didn't know what was going on. I've seen it. I've been a part of it. I've done a lot of things as a kid. Like, not even as a kid, as a young adult. I'll say as a young adult. I did more things as a young adult than a kid, between the ages of 18 and 24, 25. I played the streets. I was a road man, like y'all would say in England. You know what I mean? So I did a lot of things, a lot of places, and I've seen that's where a lot of the time, a lot of the racial things in this world, I seen them between that age. I saw it. And me being I can mix amongst a lot of crowds of people that people think I probably wouldn't be able to mix among. You understand? Because the initial character of meeting me and who I can blend in with anybody, any crowd, any crowd. I can blend in with any crowd. You know, it was easier then than it is now. Because now, well, this is America, so you know, if you black, darker skin tone, you got a bald head, a lot of times they don't even smile at you. Don't have a beard. You see, like right now, how I got this little beard right here? I'm good. They'll say hello to me. They speak. How you doing? How you doing? If I grow my beard like Marcus beard and walk through the same neighborhood where I live now, not walk, but like go to the local stuff, because I live in a mixed. My where I live is mixed. You got upper class upper middle class white people, upper middle class black, not so much poor. You know what I mean? There's some poor, but not so much. You know what I mean? And I tell my wife all the time, when I let my beard grow, no matter how much it's shaped up and neat and when I got hair on my face, white people will walk by me. A lot of them. Opposed to when I'm like this, I'm clean.
The same people will say hello.
Because and of course, because you got white friends. I got white friends. I asked them, they'll tell you. Because a lot of white people see you as threatening. Bald head, black, with a bald head, with a beard, you're threatening. It's a militant look to them. So you already prejudged. Like a lot of that happens. A lot of prejudging, the judging the book by the cover. A lot of that happens. A lot of it happened, and it reached to the point where you just accept it as a black man. Nobody really think about how wrong it is. We stop thinking about how wrong it is. Like when real serious shit happened to us, then we start thinking about how wrong it is. But if you think about it too much, you can't navigate this. You couldn't navigate America. You'll be walking around upset all day. All day. If you don't put in your mind that, look, okay, I know how I look today. I'm bearded up. Maybe I didn't shape it up, whatever. I know that when I go out today, people might walk by me. If I try to get somebody attention, they might ignore me because they work, you know. And when you accept it, but is it right? Fuck no, it ain't right. You know what I mean? It's not right, but it is what it is, man. You accept it. You accept shit for what it is. A lot of time, a lot of stuff that we just sit down and accept. Being a black man in America, it's fucked up. When you really think about it, it's like, damn, yo, like why when my kids become 16 and 17 and learning how to drive, I gotta teach him how to deal with cops. White people don't have to do that. White people, it's just the truth. I'm gonna tell you. No white person has to tell their kid how to deal with the cops. They don't have to. Because the cops is on their side. Simple. The cops is on their side. A lot of times when the cops pull you over and you're black, they treat you as if you already did something. Something besides speeding or turning without a signal or whatever they might have pulled you over for. You understand what I'm saying? And you actually have to teach your kids that. You have to teach your kids that shit. That's just crazy, man.
Yeah, it's crazy. That's some shit.
But this is America. Let's, you know, the land of the free, home of the brave.
Hey, Jimmy, you still have this some certain part of in America, the Jim Crow law?
No, those shits are gone. Like
Your sound, Jimmy.
Huh?
Your sound sound like a robot.
My sound?
Yeah.
Right now?
Yeah.
I don't know what.
It sounds like it's got a short in it, kind of.
I don't know what on it.
All right, got Tree Smoker, as you said.
Yeah, I had a question about, you see in America, Jimmy was talking about the vote and everything, about the Trump business, about the women and everything. And I was wondering if in America, when you get convict for any crime, you have the right to vote after you've been convict.
Felon, no. In a lot of states, no. Felons don't.
So if you have a felony, you can't vote. You take a lot of. Maybe that's a reason why actually
they lock people up. Yeah. But that has always been the system. That has always been the system. Like what happened in America is they've privatized prisons.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah.
So prison is a business now. Now when they lock you up and you get in there, you're going to be working in that prison. You're going to have a job manufacturing something. And that person is going to make money. Because basically, America prison system, like a prisoner is a slave. legally in America. We have slaves. Everybody that's in America prison is a slave. If you go look at the laws of what a prisoner can and cannot do, he's literally a slave. Like, so there's still slavery in America. Black, white, anybody. If you're in prison, you're a slave. Go check the law. The law will show you you are a slave. You are a slave. You literally, you're a slave. In America, if you're in prison, you're literally a slave. Some is higher levels than others, meaning some prisons are soft and, you know, certain things don't happen in this. But most prisons, they're manufacturing something. They're manufacturing something. They're making something that prison is selling.
So it's like a higher rank of wickedness, if you check.
It's with American prison system is wicked, brother. It's wicked. They make money because they pay. You can get a job and they pay you, and they'll pay you like a 10 cents a day or a quarter a day or some shit.
You have to say that you can
25 cents an hour or some shit. You know, yo.
Yeah.
My question is, I always been thinking about that same issue. So, you think many of this police brutality and sitting is also a provocation for black people to come out so they can incarcerate more black people for no reason? Like, I mean, I've seen the numbers of the people incarcerated. It's like 5,000 or 6,000 is going now. So you're gonna tell me all these people, they cannot vote and probably they're gonna be in jail, and you know, because they're gonna put all type of stupid charges on them.
Yeah, but those people, they're not getting charged with felonies. Like, they're not getting hit with no major felonies. Like, those people you see getting locked up for protesting. Most of those people, when I say most are literally gonna get a slap on the wrist. They're gonna be breaking most of those charges down to like disorderly conduct and get the hell out of here. You know, they're gonna make an example out of the ones who, like, if they caught you like with a Molotov cocktail or some shit like that, they're gonna, those people that you might be in some real shit. But like most of those people that they locked them up for show, man. That should be for show. They lock those people up for show. Most of those people, those charges are gonna get broken down to something minor. You know what I mean? And pay a little fine and get the hell out of here. Most of those people, you know. But it's not. Yeah, what you're saying?
It's not put on the record or something like.
Yeah, it's put on your record, but just being locked up, just being arrested, don't stop you from voting. You know.
But if you have for example, I hear something about $300 if you know. I don't really understand which one is that law, but something is, even if they charge you with something that you have to pay more than $300, you are not allowed to vote or something like this.
No, man. A certain felony on them sitting there, and I think that's certain state.
Right. All right. So yeah, that make it a little bit clear for me, because I thought all these people that they protesting and they put them in jail, they're gonna charge you with something serious. I thought.
Nah, they only charge you with something serious. Like if you cause bodily harm to a cop, then yeah. Like if they catch like that Molotov cocktail shit, they take that very serious. Very serious.
Yeah, but they can do it. They killing people and they are not, and they want to get away. So imagine if they catch you in a protest and they put you in jail. You know, policeman always lie. So he's not gonna put you in jail and give you a lie charge.
Yeah, but most of those protesters are gonna get like slap on the wrist. Even if they charge a lot of those people with inciting a riot and this and that and that. A lot of them are gonna get their charges broken down to disorderly conduct or shit like that. A lot of them, because a lot of them are not criminals. You know what I mean? A lot of them, they're not career criminals. They ain't commit crime in their life, and they're gonna get, especially like the middle class ones and the people that got money. If you got a good lawyer, oh, those people are gonna get a slap on the face.
Yeah.
Slap on the face. And at the same time, you're gonna have a lot of like liberal lawyers, good lawyers that's gonna be willing to work pro bono. It's on those cases specifically, like willing to do them for free. Charge you at all. It's just to make sure that you get the lowest charge possible. Because a lot of that usually happens. You know what I mean? And then what happened is the celebrities will come out and start a fund that'll pay for people who need lawyers. You know what I mean? So a lot of that happens. But like those looters and all that, you on your own. If you from the hood and you a looter and you got caught, your ass going to prison. Your ass going to prison.
Sure.
They locking your ass up. They're gonna make an example out of it.
Yeah, but still, it's fuck up. It's fuck up.
Fuck up, yes. It's the great US of A, man. You know? Great US of A.
So what but my, you know, I don't know if the people them have any question, but what I feel for us is the first thing we need to work on is the economics. I think that's the first thing that we need to work. Our economics, they need to be valuable to the rest of the world. Otherwise,
brother, right now,
still be in this.
Well, I never mean for cut you off, but right now in America, right now, if black people really smarten up right now, the way we can really crumple it, is really and truly start supporting black-owned businesses on a level where you never did it before. Like, make it your business to find out for everything, because like stuff like supermarkets and stuff is gonna be impossible. Like, you know, we gotta get food. A lot of times, finding a black-owned supermarket is, if that shit is an hour and some change away, I'm not gonna be able to drive an hour and some change every time to get. But like, there's a lot of stuff that we use every day. Like, if black people in America really wanted to affect shit, it's really start doing our homework, finding out what's black owned, and spending your money there, and give them a chance like you gave everybody else a chance. Give them the chance to fuck up. Give them the chance to have a bad attitude and do you wrong. What pisses me off the most is a lot of times, and with black people in America, or not even just in America. Well, me, I'm gonna stick to America, where I'm gonna talk where I really know. Black people in America. What happens is somebody will go say, okay, I want a door put on. I'm going to use a black carpenter, right? And then they have a bad experience with that black carpenter. Instead of just saying, you know what, that person was a bad carpenter, they go and say, oh, I went to use a black carpenter and he was bad and I'm never using it again. And it's like, when you use a white carpenter and he's bad, you don't say you're never going to a white carpenter. You pick another one. You feel what I'm saying? So if you go to a black-owned business and you get bad service, just don't go back to that black-owned business. Find another one. You're gonna find a good one. You must. Odds are you're gonna find a good one, and that's what I'm telling black people. And you're not doing this. Just like I was listening to a video. I was watching the video. I wish I knew the brother name who it was, so I can give him credit. But he was like, and we're not doing this because we hate. It's not like a punishment to white people to do this. It's not a punishment. It's not a punishment. It's what they do. Because if all black people stop buying white products, it's not gonna crash their market. Will it hurt it? Will it affect it? Yeah, but it ain't gonna crash it and make it stop. You know, it ain't gonna make it stop. They'll survive. They'll be okay. But that's your power. That's where your power come in. You start letting these people know If y'all want our money, you gotta start doing some shit on our terms. You know, simple as that. Fix these laws. Get some proper policing. Like, bro, you gotta in America. You literally, you gotta study harder to be a masseuse than you do to be a cop. You do more training to be a fucking mechanic than it is to be a cop. You do more training to be a fucking a nurse than to be a cop. You do more training to do some of the silliest shit in America as jobs than you do to be a cop. It's too easy to be a cop. Too easy. Cops should have to go through so much training, learn how to deal with people with different type of psychology. Like these cops don't know how to deal with people. They don't. That's the problem. These cops don't know how to deal with people. There's usually no school. You can become a cop in a snap of a finger.
Yeah.
I've seen it already. I've known people that's like announced, yo, I'm about to try out to be a cop. And then like 6 months later, like they out there copping it. Like
So Jimmy, so the movie Police Academy is not true then?
the hell no. It's worse. It's some real monkey shit. Like that shit just it's worse because a lot of like these dudes are not going, they're not getting any background on psychology. There should be a psychology course involved in being a cop. Because you're dealing with all types of people. You know? And
we have
you
this
gotta know
here, man.
you gotta know yourself also. Man, a lot of these people that's cops, they shit ain't together. You know, and they're out there policing people. And it's like, yeah, I see my man, bro. It's harder to sell fast food. You got to go through more training to learn how to make a fucking Big Mac than you do to be a cop, man. They just make you a cop, man, overnight. Like, and these people don't be ready. They don't be ready. And like I said, I feel like there should be some type of psychological training, meaning learning how to deal with different psych. You know what I mean? Different. Man. It's not enough of that, man. They sending these cops out there ill prepared. They're not prepared. So a lot of times you can't even blame them. You can't even blame them because they pushed out there. They don't know what the hell they doing. Police, you guys, police people, police these people. They are, and you sending them out there with them already thinking less of the people that they're going to police. That's
they're already scared. That's the issue. That's like in UK. They're already scared. They're already
scared. A lot of them already got preconceived notions or already got biases.
Stereotype on top of that.
A lot of them are policing and they would never live in or never grew up in. Makes it even worse. You know, when you go in the inner city and you see all these white cops from they grew up in suburban areas. How you gonna police the inner city? You don't know the inner city. You don't know how these people think, how they act. It's a lot of cultural differences will bring a lot of bad things can happen just from cultural differences.
We have the same shit.
Yeah, a person could say something and you take it and a person take it the wrong way. Because of cultural differences, you know. So America's fucked, man. We got a long way to go here. Trust me, a long way to go. So I'm just not optimistic. You know, like I said, I'm hoping. I'm not a prayer. So when I say I'm praying for the best, basically I'm hoping. I'm just hoping for the best. I hope that more people waking up in this, but it's just, you just know, like, all right, amongst all of this happening, this happened. Let me see, what's today? Today's the 7th. So yeah, yesterday was the 6th. Yesterday, a top military official, I think for the Navy or something like that, whatever, he's on a big advisory board. He was at home, his phone was in his back pocket, and he went Facebook Live by mistake. Him and his wife was home, and they were watching the protests and all that on TV. And every other word that came out of this white man's mouth was nigga, 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 nigga. It was nigga this, nigga that. His wife was saying, oh, at work you got to be careful. They're going to take your job and give it to one of these niggas. And this is a top ranking official in the military. You understand what I'm saying? So people don't really know how deep this shit runs. It runs deep. So don't think that overnight it's gonna go away. That shit ain't good. This shit runs deep. And he put out his apology was so fucking lame. And it's like, wait, you what, 67, something 70 years old, and you think in 24 hours you want me to believe that everything you thought about black people is now changed in 24 hours?
Hell no.
Nah, bro. You can keep your apology.
Even stereotype is into genetics now.
So brother, it runs deep, man.
Yeah,
it runs very deep. So that's why I'm not so optimistic. I'm just being real.
Yeah, man, it makes sense. I have the same thing. That's why I'm not optimistic either for our situation here, because it's the same. Like you said, it's too deep, man. It's never gonna be like just like that in 24 hours or even 100 years. I'm not even sure that's gonna raise the whole schism between the communities,
because it's so embedded in their system. Like you really, I honestly really feel like a lot of these cops in America, black or white, when they leave out of that station and go to their car, 9 out of 10 of them have a superiority complex. They really feel like I could do what I want. I'm above the law.
Yeah.
Like as you can see in America, you hear the cops get upset at the way you talk to them. There's no law that say I can't talk to you. I can't curse. You can't, but that's what they act like. They act like they're above that. You can't talk to them that way, and which is bullshit because they'll talk to you however they want. However they want. I've had it happen to me. Yo, man, my phone is gonna die, bro. My phone just touched.
Me either.
Damn, my phone I'm down to 4%. I know it probably make no difference to y'all, but my phone my screen just went black. That's why I was like, holy shit, what happened? Hold on, let me see if I can find my charger. Sure.
Marcus, I'm taking a small break and come back.
Yes, my brother, no problem. Yeah, man, the issues is no different than in UK, man. The same bullshit goes on. Yeah, guys.
Yeah. Now I listening too, but most likely all what's being said is kind of the same thing or the same lines I will kind of choose, only reflecting it on the UK side of things. Yeah. But for me, I think the main concern is edifying the youths into being more confident and more outspoken of their opinions and their views. Because all right, we 40-something and 30-something, but the young ones, they have it to deal with on a newer level with more technology and more modernized and everything. So I think we need to kind of put most of the strength and support into.
Real, man.
Yeah, because we have it to deal with, and we deal with it daily. Simple instances, big situations, we deal with it. But because we already kind of reached the age and the level we reach, we kind of accept it to a point to like where Jimmy say he's not optimistic, but from you seeing the youths and them and how they move in, they have more optimism,
definitely.
Much more optimism. And I think that is what we need to strengthen. We need to strengthen that and get that support so that could grow. So the strength that we didn't have when we was going through certain situations, they will have it 10 times.
Yeah, man.
10 times they will have it.
Definitely, I have all my hope in the new generation, which you can see is quite powerful, The youth them must step out and most
Yeah.
of the action you see right now, television, in the news and things is some youth, you know.
Yeah.
Most
Yeah.
all for
Most
them,
of them you see
all
holding
for
the
them are stepping
speaker
out.
and talking
Some
and
all
singing
type of
and
racists.
dancing.
Yeah, so I'm happy with that, you know. If that's the change, they are the change.
Yeah,
So
feel good.
you know, that's something that 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 we can see, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
I also see Tenor, oh, you know what? Tenor, you young.
Man, me 33 minute man. Me in between, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, man,
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
believe
yeah.
education
No,
is the key because a lot of people are just ignorant. And
Mhm.
I mean, growing up in Switzerland, in a poor people neighborhood, I mean, poor people like Swiss poor people. That means we're still good, but like
Mhm.
lower class people neighborhood, it's a, I- it's very multiracial. It's not like there is a black poor people neighborhood and a northern African people neighborhood. Like we all grew together. So, I mean, from I was a youngster, I got to learn about different cultures, and I think that's really important as well because like
definitely, yeah.
if you have to deal with people from different cultures from a youngster, you realize that yeah, we have a lot of differences. We might not eat the same, we might not have the same background somehow, but
Mhm.
there are good people in all different cultures, and it's easier to realize
Definitely.
it's easier to
Sure.
realize when you actually know and meet those people, because if you just like grew up with people that have the same culture as you, it's easy to get caught in the media bullshit that say yeah, all the black people are criminals and rare because you actually don't know them, so you just see it on TV and believe it's true. When you
Mm.
actually grow with people from different ethnicities and stuff like that, that definitely opens your mind. And I believe, I mean, Switzerland is a fucked up country as well. We have a lot of bad things to say about our country, and I'm pretty sure Washington agrees with me. But on
Mhm.
that side, I can say that I think there is racism. Society
Yeah,
is
yeah.
racist as well, but a lot of people are not as racist as what you can say on in some other countries because we actually
Yeah,
know each other.
the thing is here in Switzerland is very mixed. You know, it's some people they could say they are Swiss, but they are not. You know, they are from different different parts of different places. You know, so
Yeah, yeah,
Man,
yeah.
for real.
it's a bit even difficult to find somebody who tell me, yeah, I'm, you know, if we put 10 people and, you know, it's difficult to find someone who say, yeah, I'm from a Swiss mother and a Swiss father.
Yeah.
It's difficult. It's
Okay.
difficult. It's
Mm-hmm.
difficult. So, but still, I mean, I live in the middle of the whole Rakatan. I can tell you, I'm the middle of the whole boom bang, and I have to tell you, I'm quite happy with what I've been seeing these days. You know,
Yeah,
quite
yeah.
happy, quite happy that the youths they are in the corner every day, and the man they must step out. You see me? So
Yeah. So they can't fight it.
Yeah,
it
yeah.
gave me a good feeling. The other day I went to stand with them, and it's good. And then the other thing I want to tell you say it's good. Why? Because then step in the same place where we used to do the same little Tuesday thing. And that's where the man them step out for.
Yeah.
But that little crew will start from the Tuesday night, from
Yeah.
dance and that thing. The man them stand up every day, that's so. And I show
Mm-hmm.
them little flats and the little thing. So it's a
Hmm.
very nice thing,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah, yeah.
It's a very nice thing.
I don't.
I'm not throwing any flour into the pot, but it's a
Mm,
good thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think part of me as well kind of
The
believe.
other thing I have to say,
Go
uh,
on.
another thing is I hear Jimmy talk about Latin America and things, and I also come from that place, and I feel like Latin Americans are some weak black people, may I tell you the truth. Not all, but many.
Mm.
And I tell you from my side, I can tell you in this fight, many Latin American, they are not taking any part, and that's also a big problem. You see me? So probably you might see me discussing with a lot of them daily. So, but I think there is a change that need to come from that side as well. Because we need help from everywhere. You understand? It's not.
Yeah.
Or it's not like we need help. It's like we need basically everybody to be in the same page.
Yeah, man. Yeah, everyone in the same level. Yeah, man. All in control, right?
And it's not really like, I don't feel like we are help. We want to. We need the help because first of all we need to stand up alone ourselves and say we have to do this, and then we have to give thanks to the people who want to join the movement. You understand?
Yeah, true. It's our things too.
Because personally,
yeah, it's also even is our problem is even bigger in our problem. You understand? That we all have, that we can get everybody in the same page. You understand?
Yeah.
It's difficult. It's difficult. But you see, but like Tenor, I see Tenor every day, man. I have to say big up Tenor because this is a youth here where you can see him every day asking, trying to inform himself, trying to see what he can do. Like him get it serious though, like and not everybody was like that. Not
Yeah, man.
true.
True.
So I guess,
That's for real.
That's why he's on the panel because a good youth, a good youth. You understand? And me always gonna rate him and respect because me see where he's going to. You understand? The most like us. You understand?
True.
So you have to give. And the one I'm crew, same way,
Yeah.
Yeah, man. As I told you, it's not a skin. I mean, it's a skin color issue, but everybody should feel concerned because it's a society issue and it's not a black people or brown people issue alone. So, and especially as playing a part in the black culture movement right now, like playing sound and stuff like that. If you don't feel concerned, something is wrong, man. Everybody should, but even more if you're playing black music, promoting black music or whatever, because you cannot be hypocritical and just love the music and don't care about the people then behind the music.
Yeah, man, for real, sir. You have to understand it's not something like a coat, it's not a jacket or a jumper. It's not a jacket or a jumper, sir. It's a culture thing.
Basic. We could have discussed many things. I would have liked to hear. Basically, I see many people already start opening up and everything. So I hope everybody just spread the good message out there. All the DJs and
Yeah, man.
Make the people them know say we are good people and we want to give a good party to everybody. That's basically we are also a big part of the community because we are the ones who make the people them happy. We are the ones who entertain the people. We are the reason that
why the clubs are full. Many clubs are full because of it.
Exactly. So we are the ones who brainstorming to see what can we do for them all the while. You understand?
And it was written as well, Just said the singers and players of musical instruments shall lead the way. So it was written as well,
True,
yeah, man, blessings to that. So yeah, man. So we just
do what we can. You get me?
Me what would to go there and give the people the good vibes. There is many messages in the songs, so you can choose the one that you want, and you know, do your little thing, spread your little positive thing with the song, or you know, introduce your song the way you want it. You can always, the people are always happy, you know, to hear good things, you know, and feel good about the situation, you know. That's why reggae music so special, you know, because you can relate many songs to what is happening. You understand?
Sure.
And you can make the people then feel good, and that is, I think that's the advantage that we as dancehall and reggae DJs we have right now. So we have to just bring it to the communities and keep spreading the good vibes. You see me?
Yeah, man, and we have power. I mean, we all have followers. I'm not saying like we have a huge power, but we have power. So I think it's a Spider-Man thing, but they say with power comes responsibility, and that's true, man. You cannot just have power and don't use it to do the right thing. So it's important that we as DJ with an audience use our voice and try to bring awareness around the thing, because that's the least we can do.
Yeah, man, and I don't think we should separate anything. At least we should make it more unite. You know, we should make the people then feel united. You understand?
Yeah, man.
That's the only thing I can think when I'm going outside there and play music for the people. You understand? I want everybody to know say this a music and this a culture. It's also not about all of the. We have many issues, many issues, but we can make them enjoy them party in a good way. You see me?
Yeah, man, and we have to set the example. It's easy to preach unity, and then behind the scene, Magash and Rough Pack a fight because they want the biggest shine, you know? And yeah, man, everybody have to show unity, and that's important, man. Not just within words, but within action as well. Like stand together and show it to the world, man.
Yeah.
True, Chris. It's not a fashion thing for real.
Definitely, man. Yeah. I don't know if somebody, I'm done, you know.
Yeah, man, it's a good drop, man. Like, I have to say big up to Jimmy and big up this message across the world, man. We have to keep this going, you get me? It's not just a 1 day or a 2 day thing.
Yeah, man, we're doing good, man.
Yeah, man.
And I had to say big up to the people them that was involved, like on the YouTube and on the Facebook as well. Cause a lot of comments and a lot of good views come out.
Yeah, man.
To the likes of Dan Richards from Ecstasy 4x4 and Medina family. You know, a lot.
Big up Zebedee Dread Foundation in Holland. That's full works.
He should come and talk too.
Yeah, man. And next round, we have our next panel set up and ready. So we keep having these debates, man.
Yeah, man. It's good, man. It's good to send the message out there. You see me, and have a good time at the same time.
Yeah, man. Respect, man.
Good evening.
Bless up.
Big up to the whole, you know. It was a pleasure to be there.
Man.
To learn some things and to share some knowledge as well. Big up yourself, Marcus, for setting it up. Jais,
big up.
Washington, and Jimmy and Smokey as well.
Yeah, man. Big up Smokey, big up Jimmy, man.
Yeah, man. Big up on yourself, Marcus and Jais and Tenor and Jimmy and Smokey. Big up on yourself. You understand, man?
Yes, I am. Big up.
All right, blessings. Yeah.
Respect everybody was there online. Big up on yourself.